Hey everybody, this is Team Fino. I'm Mrs. J.
I'm Nick, aka DS Claw. And uh, so we just finished up another game. We just finished up by a zombie with Boo, who, unless you didn't gather from all the play, is our little daughter. And she was my little backseat gamer for most of that game. And a little helpful bug. And she was totally pumped the entire time talking about stuff that she wants to do on Minecraft, and we finally decided that we were going to let her do her own channel, and we recorded some stuff for that, and we got to edit a little bit.
There's some editing.
She's really stoked about it, and she's really excited, and I'm pretty excited. That's another one down, and we're looking at doing some other games. Last episode, if you made it all the way to the end, I talked about doing Party Hard. Boo will not be playing that one with me. That one will be a straight adult game, because if you don't know what the game is about, it's about a guy that gets woke up at 3 a.m., loses his mind because he can't take the party anymore, so he goes and kills everybody at the party. And the point of the game is to kill everybody at the party and then get away. So, yeah, it's not real kid friendly at all, and I'm pretty sure, because I played it for the first couple levels just to kind of see how it would work out. Interesting game, but yeah, that is not a kid deal whatsoever, especially if I fuck up and rage quit. Because that could happen. That came really close on iZombie a few times, but cool game. What about you?
What about me?
What games are you looking at?
I'm looking at Heaven Strike Rivals, and there's another one from the same creators of Mediatonic. The fuck is the name of that game? That's totally.
I don't know what game.
It's gone. It's about the pirate and the fucking sword. Come on.
Oh, the Sky Pirates.
1000 something.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember.
Looks pretty badass. I played the first couple of levels, and
yeah.
it's
And that was an indie on
PlayStation Network.
Store, right?
Yep. So
yeah,
that one's pretty cool.
That one's pretty cool. I started looking at a game called Floating Cloud God Floating Cloud God Saves the Pilgrims, and that's a pretty cool game. And before we do it, I wanted to get word back from the publisher and developer of the game, Dako Dako, and I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm butchering, I apologize. We haven't got any word yet, so we're probably going to push that one to the back burner for a while until we hear back from one of these other companies. But I think for right now, Party Hard's looking pretty good. The one that I really want, and this is fucked up. The one that I want to play is they're getting ready to release the second installment of South Park. And so I wanted to go through play the first one on my channel. That wasn't going to be a Team Fino one. That was going to be on my channel one, because I'll probably play a little bit different on that. And I really want to try the Nozzleless Rift. And if you don't know what that is, it looks like it uses the like a vape kind of technology. It looks like a rebreather that you put on it. It's got two little deals that go off the side.
If you haven't been to PAX or anything like that, they've been test running it at PAX.
And you put it on, and it is a part of the VR experience of most of those games, like your superpower or whatever it is farts. So they actually did all the research to be able to synthesize farts.
So good.
And it's a gross concept. It's a gross concept. I'm not talking shit, but it's a gross concept for a game. But thinking about how that's going to play out with developers in the upcoming future, I don't see anything immediately coming out or talking about incorporating that kind of tech.
Could you imagine an Attack on Titans fucking game?
Yeah, the Attack on Titans.
That'd be so cool.
just like, you know, some of the, we were just looking at Fable. Think about Skyrim, like cruising around Skyrim or cruising around like, you know,
Fallout.
any of those kind of bigger games, you know, bigger scope where you're cruising through an area and like you're going through trees and like you get a whiff of the pine going through those, you know.
Could you imagine Halo?
That'd be dope, man.
Oh,
It'd be a
so
cool experience and it would tie it all together.
I
And
really don't want to smell the grunts, though. I'm sorry.
right, they probably smell like a
Methane.
smell
Methane
like
tanks.
nutsack. Oh, flood! Can you imagine that?
Oh.
It's like swamp ass mixed with blood. But you know, so it's one of those that right now it's kind of it's more of a comical deal. But in the long run, I think that there's a lot of really cool tech implications, and I think that really is going to kind of take gaming to a probably like really specific kind of niche. But because you know VR is a big thing right now, and they're finally getting that out to the consoles. But you look at Oculus and you look at HTC, and yeah, a lot of the bigger channels are covering stuff like that. But it really is a system that caters to you know the higher market point of gamers and the common Joe like this dude right here can't just go out and flip down $1,000 to play games. I would love to. I would love to be able to be at that point
That's
and
coming.
be able to do that. But I just can't justify that kind of expense to shoot zombies in the face.
Ooh, could you imagine what zombies
No,
would
no,
smell
I don't
like?
want to. No. Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, I'm
Left 4
telling
Dead
you.
on that. That'd be
Fucking
dope,
telling
dude.
you. You'd be like, yep, they're dead.
No, no. Can you imagine that? Like the boomer.
Oh no, no.
Like you
I
could
get it.
smell them coming. You're like you could hear them, and then you could smell it. You'd be like a distinct smell per like. What about when a hunter would like pounce on you? Like just get like a whiff of bad breath or something. Just like it would take it. It would take it up here, man. I mean, that would be some trauma-inducing shit. That would be great. The physical scars heal, but those psychological ones, man, they stick with you. They're there for a minute. What else is going on?
Oh fuck. We're still waiting for our PCs. That's gonna be a little bit longer.
We did get some tricked out skins for the Xbox
Yeah.
and the controllers. Yeah.
Who's that? That was to help out Philly D.
Yeah, it was how about Philly D? He was, what the hell was he doing? Oh, it was over like all the monetization stuff that was going on, or that is going on YouTube to change the monetization policy and you know, a lot of channels missing out on that. And his channel got hit pretty good for a few stories that were pertaining to rape and things like that.
And as a news
Yeah,
caster.
so yeah, as a newscaster, that kind of, you know, we can't talk about just, and this is for everybody, not just Philly D or any specific channel, but we can't just talk about like rainbows and sunshine and shit. You know, there's some bad stuff out in the world, and that's not what this channel is dedicated to, and it by no means is news or anything like that. But I do like to enjoy those content. I do like to support those kind of contributors and things like that. So I want to see more content like that because I don't want to sit down. Like I could take my depression in 10-minute increments, no problem. You know what I mean? I don't want to sit down and watch news and just like lose complete faith in humanity on a daily basis. You know, but I can handle 10 minutes of it and kind of get caught up on current events and what's going on. And he does a pretty good job of keeping it pretty neutral, you know, except there are specific topics that every newscaster has feelings about, and that'll come through, that'll translate through. But his was he didn't monetize the video, and he wanted to talk strictly about the content, and he deliberately didn't do that. But from outside, I think it was, oh shit, D Brand, I think it was D Brand sponsored his video, so he was getting monetization outside of YouTube means. And as a deal for that, they were kicking out not just like using entry code or anything like that. It was a 30% discount to anybody that went to that website that day. And I was about that, man. You know, I was down to support not only Philly D in that aspect, but also an outside
Entity.
outside entity that was willing to sponsor somebody, especially in kind of like a controversial matter that was going on at that time. So everybody was freaking out.
Well, it's not just that, but it's to support the people that are busting their ass out there as YouTubers for entertainment. So, right on.
Yep. So Deeper Brown, got you, man. So we threw in our little what we could chip in and still about it. So does that restructure how we're gonna try to conduct our deals in the future
No.
as far as content? I'm gonna try to watch my mouth a little bit more, especially after playing with my daughter. That was that. There was a few times that I really had some choice words that I wanted to say specifically to iZombie, and some things that were going on. I was getting upset, man. So I was So while I was like watching it, making sure that everything was good and the sound was all right and everything was kind of come together, I would get pissed off watching the episode. and just to bring everybody up to par, I've gotten 3 stars except on that last fucking level. No, it wasn't the last level. It's second last level, the one that was like complete and utter bullshit with the tip box. But
I don't know.
I know. See, I'm getting worked up. Like I can feel myself getting like serenity now. But I love the games that Tiny Build are putting out, and they got that other one, Last Station, that's out right now. That's a really interesting concept, and I thought about playing that one. That one's like a really survival kind of based thing. Ride the train as long as you can, and you get off at stops in order to pick up. You can choose to pick up people or leave them behind. You can choose to try to grab items there and carry on, and it looked like a really cool game, and I was about that.
I like finding the games that nobody's played. And even if we can't monetize them, you know what? Whatever. It's not always about that. I don't know. For me, it would be about.
Is it
be
cuddle
about the
time?
game.
It's cuddle time.
It would be about the game.
Cuddle time. Yeah. Trying to go sleeping. Somebody's tired, so it's kind of late on that Tuesday. But so this little past weekend, holiday weekend, we didn't really kill ourselves putting together content or anything like that, or
no, but it's coming.
Trying to get ahead, which we should have. Don't get me wrong. We still did get some content. We still did do some recording, but mainly it was kind of about hanging out with the family and just chilling out,
Before the big push.
Yeah.
Because it is coming.
So, apologize for kind of missing some of our hit times there, but we're getting back on the pony real quick, and we'll be making it happen. So, for the 2 people out there that watch, please keep coming back, and for those that don't, you're missing out. I think you're missing out, but I love I love how we play.
For whoever comes along and wants to make fun of us later on, right on, we're gonna laugh with you.
I hope so.
Either that or rage quit. Just
yeah,
kidding.
If you can't laugh at what the fuck? If you can't laugh at yourself, you're doing something wrong. And I'm somebody needs
to say
cuddles.
hi.
I know.
Anyways.
So it's a huge learning curve, I think.
I think our biggest learning curve is the got tail. That's the biggest one. Well, because we don't have a solid setup yet. Right now, we're still working on the sound booth and everything like that. So.
Yeah, the sound booth is pretty much ready to rock, but the way it sits, the way it sits now, we can't hang out right now. We can't hang out right now. The way that it sits right now, with how we got the system set up and everything like that, we set up right behind us, and we go to it. We bust out the mics, we bust out the amp, bust out the Gato laptop in order to get it rolling. And
make sure the kids are sleeping.
Yeah, make sure that the kids are down, the dogs are fed and walked, and not trying to eat me.
Or jump in our lap. Usually I've got Bella sitting in my lap, so we've got more than.
No, I know. and so recording like a 10-minute vid is actually like that's like a 40-minute process, getting everything set up, getting everything going, and it kind of sucks right now.
It just kind of sucks. It really
Yeah.
sucks right
So
now.
when we sit down, we actually like to devote time because we can't just run in, go hit 10 minutes, get it cut together, and then upload it. That's not something that's feasible. If we're going to sit down, we got to do at least an hour in order to actually make it worth our time, worth your time, and have a product that can go out. So, it's coming together. I've had, there are some people that I work with that are avid gamers, and they've been asking me quite a bit to play Destiny, and I'm just gonna tell you now, it's not gonna happen. And it's not because I don't like Destiny. I don't want any hate mail over. I don't know what gaming is or any shit like that. I don't have the time to devote to a game like that. It's how come I don't play like Skyrim or Fallout 4, Elder Scrolls, because all those games, especially for me and my OCD, I like to get into like exactly how every stat is going to be affected by using or not using a piece of armor or a weapon or any of that shit. And I don't, I got kids to raise, man. I got a job. So I don't have the 12 hours a day that a game like that would warrant for me.
Or get to do justice, because I mean they're beautiful games.
Yeah. I could pound through and just do the damn campaigns and stuff, but that's not going to be cool for anybody. That's just going to be me hauling ass and trying to get through all the points so that it's not an 800 episode deal, I don't want to do that.
I know.
I'm rambling. Oh, okay. It is 17 minutes. You're right. Okay, I'll shut the fuck up.
Anyways, we're gonna leave this video here. There is progress. It's coming. We're coming along. We're starting to get our shit figured out.
Yeah.
So.
Let's check out the new pages or new changes to the page. Follow us on Twitter. That's at Team F.I.N.0. And
Look for my page. My web or my videos are going to start popping up here after a little bit.
Same here.
Yeah.
And we'll pimp those out a little bit more. So stay tuned. Much love. Keep the faith, and we'll make it happen. So, Team Fino.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Nick.
Peace out.